Hey, another new comic book day. I have another stack of comics to show you. Hi, it's James for Read More Comics. Let's get right to it. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if there's anything that attracted your eye as I'm showing you the books I grabbed. And I do have a mail call, a box sitting over here. I got it Sunday. Sunday? Yeah, Sunday, which was interesting. And so I've been waiting to open it until this video. So let's just jump right in. I went to my LCS yesterday after work, and I live in northern Indiana. We have daylight savings time, and the sun is setting. I, I swear between 4:30 and 5. So right now, it's still pretty early in the day for a day, and it's getting dark. Picked up my comic books at my LCS, grabbed dinner for my wife and I. We got a Jersey Mike sub and got a chance to look through my books. I haven't had a chance to read any of these, and I did have one surprise that I forgot I ordered. So as I shared, my LCS is Buy Me Toys, beautiful Mishawaka, Indiana. Stop by there and let's get into it. The first book I have is Batman issue number 4. This is the first cover appearance and first appearance of the Minotaur, which is supposed to be this next big bad in Matt Fraction's run. It'll be interesting to see if it's more of a tiny in big bad, it's a flash in the pan, or is this a character that's going to linger on for a while? And it'd be really cool if they did. So there's the A cover. I've been grabbing the A covers on the new Batman run, and I'm kind of transitioning to that with most of my books, mostly because of the ordering system that my LCS has, but also when looking at resale value, the A cover seems to be the cover to get. Even in DC Comics, the modern DC Comics with the variant, they just wrap a cardstock over the A cover, and it doesn't matter. So like I saw on, what was it? It's the app, Key Collector. I'm sorry, late in the day. So on Key Collector, the A cover for Absolute Batman issue number 1, like is going for $100. And I'm like, that's crazy because I got a variant cover that has that underneath the variant cover wrap. So I don't get it. Anyway, so I'm just going for the A covers just for long-term value, but also I'm just tired of like trying to figure out which cover I want. Next one we have is Fantastic Four issue number 6. This is by Ryan North and Humberto Ramos. Is this a variant? It is not a variant. This is the A cover. I just finished this morning the first 3 issues of this new volume, and the first 3 issues were all One World Under Doom tie-ins, so I think after that they transition away. Really loved what Ryan North is doing, even though they were more interconnected. Usually in this his run, each issue is a standalone story, so it'll be interesting to see what he's doing now with that. Oh, we have Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 41. This is by Cody Ziegler. This is the A cover. Outside of Bendis, I think Cody Ziegler's run on Miles Morales is the best. And Miles Morales is my favorite Spider-Man. His run has been stellar. 41 issues in, that says something for a modern comic book, in my opinion. And that A cover is really sweet. We got Poison Ivy, issue number 39. This is the B cover by Nobovich. I don't know what their first name is. This is one of the few titles that I am picking a variant cover. I've been doing that from the very beginning. It was actually the team variants during COVID that hooked me into this title. My LCS had been able to get one of the team variants. It was gorgeous. And so I picked it up and I read it and I was hooked. And is this, yeah, G. Willow Wilson has been killing this title. It is such a low-key good book. I'm surprised more people don't read it. We have a Ghost Machine title. This is Rook Exodus issue number 9. This is another one that I only get the variant covers. I get the mask variant covers. If you're unfamiliar with it, the heroes slash villains, they all have these masks that give them some sort of telepathic power over an animal that corresponds with the mask. It's very kind of dystopian. What is it? Pandora, the video game that Pandora is in. I'm drawing a total blank. I'll put it right down here. Anyway, it's a very cool world building story. It's written by Jeff Johns. Jason Fabok on art is incredible. This is the second chapter or season of it, so it's only 9 issues in. I think you can get the first 6 issues in a nice deluxe hardback, or you can get the trade paperback. So this is an awesome title. We have Spider-Man Noir, issue number 3. This is the A cover, and this should be a Simone DeMeo cover. I think it is. I think he's doing all the A covers. I think DC has been killing it, but they let Simone DeMeo go, and they should have picked him up. He's an amazing artist, in my opinion, and he's doing killer cover work over at Marvel right now. If you haven't read We Only Find Them When They're Dead, he did the interiors. It was written by Al Ewing. Incredible sci-fi story. So this is really cool. This is another one I'm getting the variants. This is Star Trek Red Shirts. The last issue is a miniseries out of 5. I'm going to be honest with you, and I know it's a deeper story. I've read reviews about the whole thing, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I got this because of the enlistment posters and the concept, the kind of the red shirt meme that hooked me right there. We have Star Wars Legacy of Vader, issue number 11 by Charles Soule. Out of the Star Wars books going on right now, I think this is one of the best. Jedi Knights is really good also, but for different reasons. This one is a great Kylo Ren story wrapped around this kind of vision quest with Darth Vader and Sith lore in the background. Very, very good read. And it kind of gives you this idea of how much the sequel trilogy really messed up Kylo Ren. Like, they could have done so much more. In the background, you can hear the sound of my dog singing to his people with his rubber chicken. He's a good boy. Anyway, Ultimate Universe issue number 1. This is a one-shot. This is Ultimate Universe 2 years in. A cover. The only Ultimate book I've been reading is Ultimate Spider-Man, which is a really good Spider-Man story. I find it easier to connect with a Peter Parker that's an adult with kids who's married and has all of those issues. Awesome story by Jonathan Hickman. Excuse me. It's ironic. This is 2 years in, and in theory, they're going to be wrapping this up, 4 or 5 months into the new year. Ultimate Spider-Man should finish this month. It showed it was only going to go 24 issues. And then they have Ultimate End, I think is the finale. Really good series coming out of the Ultimate Universe. This was the surprise. I forgot I ordered it. Now, once I saw it, I went, oh yeah, I ordered that. So this is the Deluxe Edition. This is the 2025 printing of Batman the Demon Trilogy. It comes in a larger format. As you can see, the original trilogy was square bound and it was magazine size. And in this is Son of the Demon, Bride of the Demon, and Birth of the Demon. And as a part of this, this is the first non-canonical appearance of Damian Wayne, who is my Robin. I really like Damian Wayne. I've never read this before, so I picked up this. And I was kind of surprised. The original printing, which came out I think like 2019, it was like $75. It was supposed to be. It was a little bigger. This is a little smaller. You can see it's still bigger than a normal comic book, right? The width is about the same, so it's not quite as big, and it's missing about 20 pages, probably a back matter. But it's $25 cheaper than the first print. So I'm pretty happy to get that, and that'll be something I'll probably begin reading over the weekend. So let me put these over here. We have a mail call. Excuse me. And I'll probably be jumping ahead because you don't need the ASMR for this. All right. So I'll give you some background. This is a book I've been hunting because it connects to a character. There are certain characters I want to get all of their key appearances, their appearances. One of the ironic ones for me is Dexter, the Red Lantern Cat. I've been kind of working through every one of his appearances because I just think it's an awesome character. This is not Dexter. This is actually a key of a major character. So what we have is this is Ultimate Fallout Spider-Man second print. This is the A cover by who's it by? Oh yeah, Pacelli, Sarah Pacelli. So here we go. And here's the back. Looking at it, looks pretty good. It does seem, maybe it's just me, when I'm looking at it, it kind of has a, it's kind of been arcing up in this corner up here. I'm not sure if it's how it's holdered or not, but this was, where was this? Yeah, anyway, so second printing, white pages, 9.6. I got a 9.6 for a reason. I'm going to be honest. It's not because I was being cheap with it. I have the B cover, which is the Sarah Pacelli interior at a 9.6. No, this is Clayton Crane. That's right, Clayton Crane. Sarah Pacelli did the B cover on the second printing, and I love that. You know, it just kind of shows Miles with the Spider-Man mask kind of pulled up part of the way. I have that in 9.6, so I want a matching set, right? And I'll get the first printing in 9.6, so I have a matching set. You know, it's just a collector goal of mine, I guess. It's silly. Got this at a great price, though. I remember pricing this in the comic boom, and it was going at 9.6. It was going for over $200, close to $300, I think. Now it dramatically collapsed, as did the first printing. This was an eBay auction, and I kind of priced it out. This right here doesn't, I don't really care, but I priced it out when I looked at kind of the trend over the last 12 months or so, and it was pretty close to as low as it went. No one else bid on it. I got it for $63. Now that's not shipping and handling, and you should add that in. So I think it came to $73, but grading this is going to be half that, right? You know, so I got, you know, this book right here in near mint condition, 9.6 for basically $40 if we take out grading costs, right? A little bit more than that because we got the fancy one. That's a pretty good deal. So I'm happy to add this to my collection. And in the new year, I think one of the goals I'll have is finding a 9.6. I think I need to do it, and we're kind of getting, I think, a lull. We haven't heard anything new about Miles Morales. Once the new movie, you know, the third Spider-Man movie is announced, or anything about live action appearances, this is going to like spike. And so I need to get it in the next few months, probably in the new year after the holidays. So there you go. That was all my books, including a mail call. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you listening to me ramble on and talk about comic books. Thank you all for doing that. Life is a lot better with comics, and please do not forget to read more of them. Have a great day.